start playing music. We haven't played music in a while. Ding, 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 ding. La 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 la. La da 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 da. So we'll start with the hat. Give that prize back.
You start with the hat.
Start with the hat.
Okay.
They like bags. And you like Ziploc, or like shopping bags, and you just put all the stuff in the shopping bags. Was that the music? Well, there you go. What's up, everyone? You can turn off. Butt drawing 101. I don't even want to know what that's about. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the show. Hey, this show is going to be fun and exciting. Let's hope. We have some stuff to give away, as we said, so that'll be cool. We're just do random drawings. You know, we'll answer your question. If we liked your question, we're just going to give you some stuff, which we'll talk about more as time goes on. We got four little prize packs we're going to give away, so that'll be cool. AP4, GM61, any problems with the device? No, it works great. Obviously the only hiccup is if you don't have the Bose system, you have to flick dip switch number 3 in order to go ahead and clone audio over to the missing channel. And that is only for your antennaed system, so AM, FM, and Sirius XM. Other than that, all the audio from it performs flawlessly. It's a wonderful thing.
Why buy AB or D amps? I thought they only buy D amplifiers.
No, AB and D are totally different series amplifiers. Totally different typography makeup system. AB is going to be your better sounding amplifier in some cases when you compare them to an inexpensive Class D amplifier. Class D uses what's called pulse width modulation, where it's actually pulsing a device to create the sine wave. It's a totally different makeup. So Class D is real popular right now. AB was popular before that. AB is, honestly, for mids and highs, AB is probably the one you want to go with. But there again, that's a really big topic, and we're not going to go down that road. Safe to say, one of my favorite amps is the Morel 5-channel. It has an AB class highs amp and a Class D sub amp. Something to think about. So is the Voce 5.1. And that's silly money.
All right, I got the ILX W650. How do I do the bypass?
It's the same as the Pioneer. It's an on-off on after the ignition starts. What do you think of the Kenwood Exelon performance speakers, not the Exelons, the one below? Honestly, never get to hear those. They're nice speakers. I mean, Kenwood makes really nice speakers all the way around, but we never get a chance to listen to those because we really don't do them much. It's just a Kenwood.
Excellent.
So, Arc Audio amps are incredible if you want smallish footprints and sound great. Yes, they are.
They are.
What's better, the Rockford Fosgate 5-channel amp or the Pioneer 5-channel amp? Which 5-channel are we talking about in the Rockford line? Because they make the Punch, the Power, the Mini Power, the Prime. If we're talking Prime to Pioneer, what would you think? Prime or the Pioneer?
I will go the Prime.
You go the Prime?
I go with the Prime.
I go the Pioneer. If I'm doing 5-channel and if we're talking Prime to Pioneer, I'm going Pioneer.
Okay.
I think Pioneer
I don't like the
kick
pop.
its butt. I don't think the new one has that problem.
They have it.
Does it? The new one? Really? We had issues with that?
What is the deal? What is the deal, Pickles? Okay.
Where can you get a T-harness that you were using on the 2019 Accord? It's an Access T-harness. If you go to metroonline.com, you can find it there under the, if you just type in your car, make, model, and year. Access makes all the T-harnesses that we're using now because they make all the T-harnesses, so that's what we're using. Makes any sense there, but yeah, it's all Access.
What is Kenwood PS? Are good for the money. Just don't get the extra year warranty.
Oh, they're talking about the regular series compared to the Exelon.
Okay.
So the Kenwoods are good for the money. You just don't get the extra year warranty. So,
right.
Yeah. Recommended electrical for 2,500 watts RMS, alternator and battery. We use Stinger batteries. What is it? MechMan makes some really nice alternators there. So you have basically two different processes as far as if you're trying to do big systems like that. Obviously, the alternator makes life a lot easier if your car can take them. I strongly recommend learning how to change it yourself, not relying on someone else to do that, because you may need to change it back at some point to have it, if it doesn't work out,
Right.
or for warranty or something like that. Or just plug it into the wall.
Out of the Pioneer JVC Kenwood, what shallow chassis doubled in would you suggest in a 250 or less range? Like $250. How much? $250. I think the 650 is more.
W650. No, it's about the same
it?
price. It's like 300. I think 300 is the retail.
Yeah.
For the W650.
Other than that, that was just like.
I mean, they all pretty much have the same features at
Yeah.
that sub $300 price point. Just come now. So the one nice thing about the W650 is the only one that has a capacitive touchscreen. All the other ones are clear resistive, so you do get the better screen, like that. Is the bass boost knob required for the Pioneer? I would always plug in the Pioneer knob for sure. It is a bass boost volume control, so yes, you definitely want to do that.
All right.
Where can I purchase the dual wire to install amp? That's Stinger. So that's the Stinger marine wire. So if you go to stingerwhatever.com, you can find their marine wire there. They sell it in kits of 20 feet. I think it's 20 feet. Yeah, it's 20 foot kit that they sell that comes with like the circuit breaker and all the ferrules and all that. That's the one you'd want for your F-150, because where we mount the amplifiers in the driver's rear side panel, from there all the way up to the battery is 18 feet. So yeah, that'll be good there. Like you suggested, I downloaded Control Pro Pack phone and tried to find out my Pilot. It has CAN bus protocol, but I have no idea how to read the app, install or diaries.
Read the app.
I mean,
install diaries 127.
It's. I mean, I get it. Huh. I don't know.
Oh, that's the Pilot.
Can you read the Pack app and tell me what to do in order to not lose my steering wheel buttons? I will love you even more. What year is the Pilot? You did a Pilot and the customer lost his steering wheel buttons. I cannot lose mine. I want to. That wasn't a Pilot. That was a. That wasn't the Pilot. That was the little truck. Or was it the Pilot? That was the issue where we were going to have to do 2 CP2s.
His is a 2008.
Yes, I know which one it is now. That was one we were going to have to do 2 CP2s. One to do CAN bus and one to do analog, because it used both circuits. Remember?
And they are like too close.
Yeah, we were going to have to use
like
2 CP2s in order to do it, because that was the issue we were having. And they were like, yeah, you're going to have to use it. And we were like, and the guy was like, I don't want to spend another $100. Yeah, that was the issue we ran into on that one, was because we would have had to put 2 CP2s into it in order to get it to function properly, and he didn't want to do it. What do you think of the new? So I'll have to go back and watch that, but I don't know. I know. Well, have you tried calling Pack Tech Support yet? That would be, see if there's any updates on that. I mean, you can call them, not today, obviously, wait till Monday, but to see if there's any updates on that. But that was, the solution they offered us was to run 2 CP2s to get both steering wheel functions. I don't know if that's still what we needed, but
all right.
Our capacitor is obsolete. Kind of.
I find the connectors and plug parts to build T and loop harness for a new 2019 GMC truck. Gonna try to get one built and test. Hopefully it goes good. All I post.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we're still a little bit out on that 2019 as far as everyone has. What is that? What did that say? Has anyone put a kicker key on an amp dyno? No, not that I'm aware of. It's really not. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to. When do you think is best to use the kicker key amp? When you want a small system. I mean, the whole idea behind the kicker key amp was to take a very basic factory system. If you're going to upgrade the speakers to make it sound better, why not just go all the way and add in a small amplifier? The idea behind the amplifier was to offer something better than the Alpine 455A or U, which is their little universal brick amplifier, and that it's just not a boring little amplifier, it's actually going to do equalization and time alignment. for you very easily. That's what the amplifier was designed for. So like when we put one into Haley's car, it's a factory radio. We're just putting in some new speakers. We wanted it to sound a little better than it did from the factory. We wanted to make sure we had a little bit more power than the 18 watts that comes in that factory deck. So we added in the kicker key. We could have easily added a 455 A or U just to get more power, but for a little bit more money, we were able to get the full package, meaning EQ'd, DSP'd, and it sounds really good. So that's what they're going after there. That was the whole idea behind it. It wasn't to compete against like, you know, a big amplifier like, you know, these and just like, it's just a basic upgrade. You know, if you don't want to go crazy, you know, if you have a simple system, let's say you're just like in hers, we added 110 into the back or a 12 in the back. You know, you don't need to take up tons of room and go crazy. So you can also add it into a factory system with the factory's basic speakers and make those sound good too. The key, yeah, exactly what Jason said. Add it to the factory speakers and makes it easier. All right, Morel Hybrid 602s or Hertz MPKs. What do you prefer? So Morel is always going to win in my book. I mean, it's a loaded question. They're both excellent speakers. They're both excellent speakers. And the Hybrid is hybrid because it has a little bit more sizzle than the standard line. So it's pretty cool there. I don't know. What do you got?
Basic multimeter versus oscilloscope for gains.
So I would just get a Lumi.
Yep.
Grab that.
Plus this two.
Because you get you get both. You get the digital, you get the meter and the oscilloscope. So in order to use just a meter, you have to figure out, you know, what you have to do the math and figure out what the output of the amplifier is supposed to be. Now, if they tell you it is a 50 watt output and you do voltage for 50 watts, all you'll ever get is 50 watts. However, if you use the oscilloscope, you can then actually look at the signal coming out of the amplifier and you'll possibly get more power. So for example, we have a video showing you how to use the Lumi, and the whole point behind it was to show you that if we did the basic math to figure out this amplifier was the AGM, grab it, AGM 4.300 audio control.
Which one?
You have literally one amplifier over here.
Sure.
So if we had this, which is the AGM 4.300.
It's not AGM, ACM.
AGM. Okay.
AGM. What do we have AGM?
There's only one amplifier over there, man.
Sure.
Anyways, this is a 50 watt by 4 amplifier. That's all it's supposed to do. But when we used the Lumi, we were getting 72 watts out of it. So just by doing math, we were robbing ourselves of 22 watts a channel. That could be the difference between sounding good and sounding amazing.
All right, you guys.
Give a thumbs up to help support the channel. These guys have helped me. Oh, yeah. Well,
Thanks,
by all means.
man.
What did you think of the new Sony 7-inch?
Yeah, do you see it?
Or 9-inch? I was standing right next to you.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
You saw it. You were talking to the guy. We interviewed him.
I was in the camera, man.
You weren't holding the camera.
Yes, I was holding the camera. Yeah, I was watching him, not watching the radio.
I was holding the camera.
Oh, really?
I was holding the camera. You were literally interviewing him, looking at it. I have video footage.
Really? I was there? I don't remember. Probably sent the wrong guy.
Oh,
talking
oh my gosh.
All right.
So for what we're joking about is Sony is coming out with a new 9-inch floating radio, just like a Halo, just like a Elevate, and it's more like a Halo because it almost uses that same metal bracket structure that the Halo has. It's almost identical. And it's going to be obviously scaled down. It's not going to have any of the crazy features that like an Elevate has. It's going to have a very strong retail price of like $5.99, I think. So yeah, it's going to be weird, but no, I think it's going to be cool. I mean, obviously it's just like a really big Sony, so if you like the Sony layout and design and stuff like that, then you're going to be real happy with this radio because it's just a bigger version of that. They didn't really add any like extra stuff into it. They just made it a big screen, you know, small chassis or regular chassis radio. So it'll be good.
What DSP do you guys suggest? Audio control, Rockford 360, JL, and go on and on.
Do you have a favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't have a favorite. You know,
I mean, we played with the 88.
Yeah, the Tweak was fun. I liked it.
I haven't played with the 360. It's almost the same as the DSR-1, basically.
No, it has summing, and it's a little bit more complex. Yeah, I mean, it's the same basic ideas.
Yeah, exactly. The Tweak is pretty simple.
I mean,
as soon as you figure it out.
The Tweak was hard to use. Most people hate the Tweak because of that whole beginning sequence of setting it up. I mean, once you get past that, it's just like any other DSP. But no, the main complaint is that it's kind of that whole front end is a pain to use. I mean, out of all those that you're listing, the audio control is definitely the easiest one.
Mm-hmm.
Run DSP shirts. Where can I get them? Good question, Jeff Fairley. And for that, you're going to win today, because why not? So what you're going to win, Jeff, is this guy right here. You're going to get a Rockford Fosgate hat, a 5-star Van Halen lanyard, some Mobile Solution stickers, and a license plate.
What is his name?
Jeff, go down, Jeff, right there, Jeff Farley.
Okay, Jeff Farley.
Okay, take a picture of that. So what you have to do if you're selected to win today is, after the video is over, done, complete, go on to the video again and type in "I won," and then we're gonna go ahead and we'll notify you from there, because we can't notify you from here. It just won't let us do that. Now, for those of you that didn't win and go, what the heck? Don't worry, we have 3 more. So you won, Jeff. What I need you to do as soon as this video is over, put a comment in there saying "I won," and I will contact you from that comment, and then I'll get your address and all that fun stuff, and I will ship you out the cool things you just won, which was the hat, the lanyard, and the license plate tag. So you won.
Okay, what is that? The hat, lanyard?
Yeah, you won number 1.
Okay.
That's Jeff, number 1.
Okay.
Just right, Jeff. All right, just dropped by to say hi from Texas. Hey, what's your thoughts on Android radios, units?
The Android units. That's it.
I mean, there's been no one that's been like, has one that's like, oh my God, you have to have that. That's kind of where we're at with that.
Like we say before, you know, feature-wise,
they're amazing. They have all the
they
features
have
that you could
everything.
possibly
Yes,
ever think
exactly.
of. Performance-wise,
not so much.
Sketchy.
Yes. So.
Well, back to his question. The Run DSP,
Jason.
They suck. The Run DNF tool drawer shirts aren't up yet. Hopefully, I'll get those up and then by next week. Yeah, it's just not up yet. What would cause interior speakers to make a quick pop sound when turn the key off? That's usually a turn-off pop from either the factory or the amplifier. Or it's usually a turn-off pop from the amplifier. Like when the amplifier is losing power, you get a turn-off pop. That's okay. There's a couple different ways you can fix it. Try a relay. Try a relay. You can add a TR7 that's going to add in a voltage timer, so that you can add a delay onto it, so everything's not shutting off at the same time.
That's awesome.
That's usually what we put in to fix it. You could try connecting to a different, like instead of using remote turn on, possibly use accessory. So there's a couple different things you could try there.
We have a slingshot right here.
Oh, they literally just pull up on the
right
sidewalk.
here, exactly. Somebody say they look.
No, that's a T-Rex. That looks like a T-Rex.
Okay.
Okay.
They look disgust.
Oh yeah.
When they.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry.
All right. Is there a reason you guys don't do so many remote stars?
Seems
Alarm,
like 5
seems like 5-star will be it.
Well, okay, so most people do remote starts. It's up where it snows and gets cold. You can warm up because heat is electric, you know, for the most part. It's a thing, it heats up, it blows. Cooling down is really hard to do. Like, you can go from 105 to like maybe 80, not 80, maybe like 90, 95. It just never gets really cold. Like, my car has a remote start on it, and it never gets cool enough to where I'm comfortable. You have to be moving most of the time to get your air conditioning. Now, that's a debate. I've heard guys go, oh, well, 5 degrees is better than nothing. I'm like, I don't know. It's never been anything I've done really well with selling is that one feature. So yeah.
No need for real feel if you have a good front and a ton of power of them.
Nah, I like rear fill. I mean, you know, this is cool, okay? But there's always stuff going on. Anywhere you go, any concert you go to, even though they're singing in front of you, there's walls behind you that it's reflecting off of. There's noise coming from behind. I get the amazing presence up here, but it's still nice to have just a little bit of something coming from back here. It doesn't have to be full range. Most of the time when we do rear fill, when we're doing the time alignment, all that stuff, is we put a bandpass on it. We actually very narrow output what's coming from there because it's just there for effect. You know, just like when you're watching a movie, it's just there for effect. That's it.
Right.
Okay. Why am I so tired? I need a break.
Is there any screen protector for the DDX 9905S? The screen gets so dirty easily.
Yeah, it does. We've had a lot of guys buy the plastic screen protectors for iPads and cut them down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We had a couple guys do that. What you might want to check eBay, because I know there was a guy that was doing them for the 8000 series Pioneers for a while there. It's probably pretty close.
Somebody say right here, hang on. 4400 NEX and 4500 NEX harness are identical?
Yeah. Right? No.
Just for the VSS?
Well, the VSS is, no, it's always had the, oh.
No.
Was the 4400 wireless?
No, yeah, they have it.
If the 4400 was wireless CarPlay, it's the same harness. If the 4400 didn't have wireless CarPlay, it's different harness.
Yeah.
It's the same harness. The only thing they did was move. The only thing that made the harnesses different originally was they took the yellow-black mute wire out of the harness and replaced it with the pink VSS wire. So other than that, everything is pinned the same. That's the only two wires that switch because they took the yellow-black out of it and put it into the RCA harness. But other than that, it's the exact same harness. So there you go.
All right. I have a question. I have a 2000.
It's the same. Okay, thank you, Jason. But if you have the older units, that's the only difference in the harness.
All right, let's see. I have a question. I have a 2016 Honda Accord. What to add? I want to add LC2I, but should I pull the signal from the sub from the rear speakers?
So you're gonna
the ANC.
You have to disconnect the ANC. That's a gimme. It doesn't matter what speaker you tap in the Honda. You got to disconnect the ANC, and you definitely want to pull it from the subwoofer because if you don't pull it from the subwoofer, you're not gonna get bass. It's gonna be actively crossed over. Bass roll off is strong in that car, so you need all the help you can get in that one. Grab it from the subwoofer, and just disconnect the ANC module. Everything will be wonderful, and it's yay.
All right, I have a LCQ1. Will that work for a non-JVL 2018 Tacoma?
Yeah, I mean you can. I mean,
you can. Yeah.
Well, Tacoma's the small one, right?
It's the small one.
Yeah, that'll work fine. Yeah, I was thinking the Tundra. No, yeah, that'll work fine. I'm gonna stay true to it though. Anytime you have a Toyota pickup truck, put a new radio in it. Don't try to fix it. You're gonna waste your time. You're not going to be happy with it at all. It's just going to suck, and that's just because the radios suck. The speakers aren't even bad in that car. It's the radio that sucks.
All right, the big question everybody wants to know is when is Dean... Okay, hang on.
This is the question everyone wants to know?
Yeah, apparently. When is Dean installing all the beautiful Morel equipment into his car?
You're not the only one who wants to know that, Larry. Dean wants to know that, too. Yeah. And just for that silly question, Larry, you're going to win the next prize. I hope you like Pioneer because you're going to get the Pioneer prize pack. So Larry M.
Hang on.
Larry M., you won this. You won the Pioneer book, which has all the new Z and D series. Even if you don't like Pioneer, it's a beautiful book. Mobile Solution stickers, and of course the 5-star Van Halen commemorative lanyard.
Where is it?
So Larry M.
I'm trying to
it like
find
twice.
it. No.
That's okay. Just write down Larry M. It wasn't that hard. You can do it, man. You can do it.
Yeah, it's so many Larry M's.
No, the Larry M. Oh, right there. Cool. Gabby's trying to give you the keys to the car.
Hang on.
So anyways, Larry, just like before, what I need you to do is after the video's over, please just comment in the description down below, say Larry M, I won, and you're going to get the cool book. Okay. No problem, Bobby. Did you just top yourself in the third person? I don't know, maybe. It wouldn't be the first time. Is the Accord done? No, there's more video to the Accord. There's way more fun stuff for the Accord. The Accord video was like 2 hours long, so because we had to go into depth, or we thought we had to go into depth with all that we were doing, so we filmed as much information as possible, and you guys are getting that. What we're gonna do is on my Facebook page is we're gonna release the what we'll call the director's cut full version of that has all the industry stuff in it once it's done. So sometime next week we'll release access to that video, so that if you want to see why it was filmed the way it was and why it seems like there's an absorbent amount of information in there that's just like wow, that would be why. So you'll be able to go back and view that. And then we're also going to take the 911 video that was in the Trusted Tech, and we're going to pull that out so that if you didn't want to sit through the 2 hours of Trusted Tech video, you can just watch that one little 911 and be good to go there.
All right, let's see. Dean, do you know when the PAC will release the F-150 dash kit?
Yes, I do know when PAC is going to release that dash kit.
Well, tell
I can't tell you.
Come on,
but
man.
I do know when they're going to release it. You have my phone number too, so you could always just call me. But it's soon. Soon is the easiest answer for that. It's very, very, very soon. We should be filming our video on that next week. We actually have one here to play with. So we'll be putting one in a car next week to film the whole how to do it video. So when it's that point to where they actually give it to us to film and do in, you know it's almost time to play with it.
Oh, Bobby. Yes, he get the note. I don't know if he have to send it to you yet. I don't know.
I asked him about it the other day. I have no idea.
The 47, yeah.
2018 F-150 no reverse cam on screen ILX 650 pack kit. Correct, because it's not made to work with the 2018 F-150 to retain the backup camera yet. There is a way to do it. There's a resistor that's needed, and we wrote it down. I don't know where the heck we put it. Yeah, remember the F-150 backup camera? You brought your magic wand today?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a resistor you have to add into it in order for it to function. Hold tight on that one. We do have the information. I'll see if we can dig it out. Maybe next week we'll see if we can give it to you and be good there. What happened to filming on Paul's side of the shop? Paul has a side of the shop? You mean why we don't film over in the store anymore?
There was a lot of issues with the internet, and
there was that.
The AC was just killing us. So
we could do that.
Yeah.
Really what it got to the point of is we got tired of cleaning up the store every time we'd have to go to film every week. So it was like, you know what? We'll just stay in the bay, and it's way easier for us anyways. So how are you doing today? I'm tired. Thanks for asking. I'm tired. Very, very tired. It's been a long week, and we just want to kind of, yeah. Any news about Sony's WebLink? Nope. I haven't heard about that one. Opinion on Lanzar amplifiers. Don't have one. I bought a CT Sounds 3-way. Mezzo installed them in my car, passive to replace some 2-ways, and so far they sound really good. As well they should. There's no reason why it shouldn't. The CT's not bad. They're good stuff. If you get it power, I mean, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Why wouldn't you?
No, exactly.
Can you mirror the phone screen to a Sony radio without the video out?
Oh, really? That's crazy.
What?
The Larry went on Instagram and here.
Did he?
That's what he said.
You shouldn't say that, Larry. People might get upset. I'm so lucky he wins here and Instagram.
Go play the lottery. Hey, you should, buddy.
You should.
Yeah, why not?
So let you know what? Sammy's feeling bad. He's got that whole thing going on. Go ahead and take pictures, Sammy. Sammy, you're gonna win.
Oh, Sammy's winning.
Sammy, you're gonna win the eyeglass. I hope you don't wear sunglasses. You gotta be quicker than that, man. Sammy, you're gonna win a pair of the Rockford sunglasses as well as the commemorative Van Halen 5-star lanyard. So this is going to you. There again, at the end of this show, please just comment. If you do not comment at the end of the show which says that you are a winner, you will not win because I will have no way to get a hold of you. YouTube does not give us access to communicate with you if you comment here in the live show. The only way I can talk back to you is if you comment after the show. So anyone that's won today, make sure you comment afterwards. I will give you a cool address that you can give me your email. Yep. I will give you my email to email me, and it'll all be wonderful. So we got one more prize pack to give away. and it is still early, so we're gonna save that one till later in the show.
Thanks
I just
for
wanted to make sure we got them all out.
ongoing 2019 video series. Now keep your eyes open.
2019 Lexus RS. Yeah, F, no doubt.
Nice.
I like that car. Yeah, I want one of those.
Sammy.
How's it going? Ohio in the house. What's up? Have you guys worked on a 2015 Colorado stock 8-inch radio? I don't know. I don't think so. Colorados aren't that popular. We get more full-size trucks.
Colorados? No.
We gotta have the full-size, man. Full-size all day. I don't know what it is. Mini
Not
trucks
yet.
just don't... I don't know. People want big trucks down here. It's kind of weird.
We have a few Tacomas.
But I mean, the 8-inch screen is the 8-inch screen. So I mean, depends what you're trying to do. You know, Amp Pro should work on that, regardless of whether it Bose or not. It's the same stuff. So as long as it's an older, that year should work fine. Did you finish the Sony question?
About?
I think we were talking about the 9-inch. Did we like it?
Okay,
If you like the floating radio, you're gonna like it.
definitely. I mean, you actually stick your head inside.
Yeah, it
and
looks like
sew
a floating radio.
Okay.
I'm not a floating radio guy.
No, me neither.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't.
But
feel
just
the need
wait.
to have a
I'm
big
sure
radio.
we're gonna have time to play.
What was
with
that question? Where do you guys get your ferrules? Was that what that was?
I don't know.
I thought it was. Where do you guys get your ferrules? Ferrules Direct.
Pharaoh's Direct.
Ferrules Direct. So there's two places you can get ferrules. You can get them from any Stinger dealer now. They sell them in bags of like 25. They're pretty reasonable. They come with heat
With
shrink.
a heat shrink.
So that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Or you can get them from Ferrules Direct. Know that when you buy from Ferrules Direct, you have to buy the whole 100 count bag or whatever. You got to buy the whole bag. You can also buy ferrules on Amazon. Like if you go to dnftooljar.com, we have a few ferrule kits that you can buy that have like a variety of them. They come in little plastic things.
Yeah.
Do I still have one of those at home here?
Nope.
I don't?
Nope.
I got rid of it?
Yep. We gave it to Paul.
Well, no. Who?
We gave it to Paul.
Why'd we give it to Paul?
Because he wanted it. Okay, no. The Sony question was about mirroring
Oh!
on the Sony.
So when you're trying to mirror anything, alright, so if a radio has an aux jack, so you need a couple things in order to mirror anything. It doesn't matter what radio it is. You need you need an AV input. So if it's got an aux jack input and it's an AV input, then you get the CA C3AV from Kenwood, which is their aux jack to RCA adapter. Not all aux jacks to RCA adapter is going to work. We have a whole video explaining how aux jacks works, which you can watch. There's 3 different types. 2 of them are okay. You just have to switch the RCA for like audio and video. And the 3rd one, you have to cut the whole harness open and rewire everything inside. The Kenwood comes fixed and ready to go for our use. Now, that is going to get, if the aux is an AV, that's going to get you your yellow, red, white RCA inputs. Then you need an iData Media Links to plug into that, which is going to get you your HDMI. Most cell phones have some form of HDMI capability, be it streaming or just a HDMI to whatever the end of the phone is. That right there is the hardest part of the whole equation. You have to figure out how your phone is going to talk to HDMI. Once you figure that out, it doesn't matter what radio you have, you can stream to it.
Yep.
As long as there's an aux input. That's the hard part. Apple makes a simple Lightning to HDMI adapter.
Yep.
The new Sony phones have a USB-C to HDMI adapter. After that, your guess is as good as mine. So you have to figure that part of it out. Rock on.
All right.
Sony doesn't have an aux. Then you can't do it.
Nope.
And there's no doing it.
No doing
So
it.
what you'd probably want to do then is not worry about streaming your phone unless you're trying to do like live stuff, in which case now you can just do thumb drive stuff.
All right. Hey, Fernando, Dean, you guys ever work in early to mid 2000 Escalade?
Yeah,
I had the
hundreds.
whole cluster die.
Oh, doing a radio install.
Ooh, that's crazy.
So a lot of times with those, like I've never had a cluster. Wait, yes I have.
Really?
Charles had a whole cluster die. And Charles and he works at the GM dealership, so it's just a matter of pulling one out and putting one in.
No, but like, what was the reason?
I don't remember. A lot of the times when you run into problems in those cars, it was the module. Like you'd literally just have to pull the module, reset the module, and put it back in the car.
Okay.
It's a GM though, so it's just like, oh hey, fun. That's pretty crazy.
Reset the module?
Yeah, because what we used to do is when you buy like a Tahoe, the Escalade had a better dash. So you'd pull you could buy the Escalade dash, which would give you like transmission temp or some strange thing like that.
Okay.
And you'd just swap them. So you put the Escalade dash into the Tahoe, so you could have the better gauge cluster.
Yep.
Honestly, the ballpark installation price on the Accord, I have no idea. I really don't get involved in any of that aspect of it. So if you ever have the opportunity to have us design you a system, I'll talk to you, figure out what you want, or he'll talk to you, figure out what you want, and then from there we pass it over to Paul, and then Paul deals with you as far as price goes. Because
and all that stuff.
I honestly just don't have the time to do both. Knowing how much stuff costs and knowing what I need to put in your car, it's much easier for me to not get stressed out about the.
So if
the
you guys
expense.
want to know about prices and
That's
all
all
that stuff,
Paul.
that's all Paul.
Paul the bat. All right. So as far as that dash goes, Fro's recommending pull the battery for 10 minutes. So
20
power,
minutes.
20 minutes. I don't know why I said 10. Pull the battery
Close.
for 20 minutes. Let the car sit and see if it recycles back into the computer. His thought process there is that what might have happened is that anytime you do goofy stuff on those, you have to wait for 20 minutes in order for the car's computer to reset itself. So that's also the same if you do like the alarm and you get the key fob wrong. You have to leave the ignition on for 20 minutes for it all to resync back up. So give that a try. It's definitely stranger things have happened.
All right, A. James has been typing this question.
Go ahead.
Like too many times.
2016 Corolla, not getting.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Not getting a reading on my DD1. The multimeter to tune it made T-harness to 9-wire to 6-channel RCAs, ran to back any help. Well, did you see if it was... Alright, does it have a factory amplifier in it? Did you check to see if there's any audio coming out of the factory radio first? So that would be key, is like make sure that you have... Signal coming out. So
yeah.
Did you test to see... I mean, I'm assuming you tested to see if there was voltage, AC voltage. So if you have a digital multimeter, I'm assuming you do because you have a DD1. I wouldn't...
Correct.
Wouldn't buy one without the other. I mean, that's like, wow.
Yeah.
So what you need to do first is put sound into it like a test tone. Put your meter to AC, test leads onto what you think are the speakers, and turn it up and see if you're getting any signals. See if you should get a voltage, a constant voltage if you're playing a signal. If you're playing peak noise, it should vary a little bit, but you should be getting signal. It should move up and down with the volume knob. That's where you need to start first. You can also obviously just take a test speaker and hook it up, make sure you have sound coming there. Once you get that, then you can proceed to a DD1. But that's kind of where you have to start. We have to make sure, because you may have some of the wires crossed too. Like you may have a positive from this and a negative from that. I don't know. Because, like, for example, in your car, when we bought the reverse harness for the Nissan, because you have an Infinity.
Yep.
They were pinned totally wrong.
Totally wrong.
Totally wrong.
Yep.
The same harness. I mean, it's the same harness, just pinned totally wrong.
Like,
so,
literally, like you plug it in, everything is fine, but they pin wrong. So.
Now, if it's a Toyota, it should have the basic harness behind the radio. You should.
16.
Well, no, the new one. No, it should still be.
1761.
Maybe. That's a tough call. But that you have to make sure.
So it's no amp and plays fine too.
So is that what he said?
Yeah, right
Where?
there.
Where? I'm not looking.
Hey, James.
Oh.
Right here.
No amp and plays fine though.
Okay. So
we
no
tested it
voltage,
then.
but music plays fine through the aftermarket amplifier. Okay.
So the DD1's just not working.
So make sure you got a good
So
ground.
all right. So if you
It's not reading the signal.
back it up a little bit. If we're doing so when we do a DD1, we go after the amplifier, not out of the radio. Okay, so radio connected to amplifier, gains all the way down on the amplifier, DD1 connected there. Ground for the DD1 goes to the ground of the amplifier, not the speaker output. DD1 on the positive, speaker output. Okay, gains all the way down. Test track, 0 dB, turn the volume up. You should be getting a signal passing through the rate, go from radio, passes through the amplifier, into the DD1, turn the volume up until you see the red light come on. That's clip, that's the maximum volume on the radio. Now, go to your -5, -10 track, put the radio on that same point, if you want, and just turn the gain up until the light comes on, and that's it. You don't have to go out of the radio into the DD1, then wire it all back up and come out of it. You don't have to do that anymore. That's been you don't have to do it that way anymore. Steve put out a video about that a couple years ago that just goes straight through to the end. So you can literally just, whatever's between the radio and here, you're setting your gains up along the way. So if there's a radio, there's a DSP, there's an amplifier, you gain each one individually. The amp is the last thing you set. Hopefully that will get you what you need to do. Neither is my digital multimeter. What? That gets confusing.
I mean,
there's something goofy going on. Because
definitely.
you should be able to get signal on a digital multimeter playing AC. So that would be why the DD1's not working. If you're not getting something out of your... trying to think, it should be pretty straightforward. I mean, if you can literally take that wire and hook a speaker to it back there, and you get sound, it should be working. But I would test after the amplifier. That's pretty weird. What's up from Sacramento? With knowledge rest behind you, what kind of vids do you plan to make for the future? I mean, the reality is we're going to keep making what we make. So you're going to keep getting installer diaries because those are hot and you guys love them. We're going to obviously stick with doing reviews. We have a lot of reviews that we need to just get off our plate. We have a ton of unboxings
See you later.
and little install videos that we have to do for manufacturers and product like that.
Sacramento.
You know, we're just going to keep having fun and making stuff. I mean, but get back into the swing of it so we have some semblance of normalcy here, because the last month has just been ridiculously silly, and I don't want to go through that ever again.
All right, where's a great 6-channel if you are planning to go active? Also, what is the better low budget DSP between the Tweak, JL Audio, and...
Oh, the Hertz. It was the Hertz 6A.
Okay.
So we carry a couple different 6 channels. We obviously have the audio control 6 channel, and you can get the D61200, which has your DSP built into it. Honestly, if that's what you're looking to do, that would be the way to go, because it's a heck of a lot cheaper to buy that amp all in one than to buy a DSP and an amplifier. Yeah. It has an output to go to a subwoofer. That's really the only downside to it, is that it doesn't have, which wouldn't matter because you're going 6-channel DSP up front. Well, it depends if you're going to go, did he say it was going 2-way or 3-way full active? I'm assuming, I know, Johnny, the boring life is coming. Don't worry, I have all day tomorrow. We'll get you one out next week, I promise. No, it's fine. It's 6
channels and planning to go active. But
yeah, but all those are 8-channel anyway, so then you're fine. I would just go with the audio control. I mean, the D61200. Now, if you don't want to do that, you want to go all outboard, we have the Phoenix Gold. They make 2 different 6 channels, which are really nice. You have the Kicker, makes a 6-channel. They make an 8-channel also, which we just got done putting the SC430.
Yep.
We actually used it as a 5-channel instead of an 8-channel because we wanted to get tons of power. But yeah, it's 8 channels of audio, so you can do all kinds of fun there. They also make a 6-channel version of that. You also have the Forza from Audio Control, but that has a DSP built into it. Of course, you have the ARC that has a DSP built into it.
Correct.
Yeah, that's... Focal 6.
2-way full active. The what? The Focal?
Yeah. No, it's over there on the wall, the black one. I think that's 6-channel as well. It's either 6 or 8.
No, it's a 5-channel.
No, it's not a 5-channel. It's a 6-channel.
The big one?
No, the little black Focal amplifier. It's a 6-channel. Either way.
Yeah.
There you go. Morel Tempo 502 Integros. Your thoughts? Very nice. Very nice. The Integros are really good. I mean, when we did, granted, if you have to go 5 1/4, obviously get the best 5 1/4. Pardon me. Get the best 5 1/4 you can. Big 3 is unfused. I like to fuse between the alternator and the battery, personally. That's just me. If I'm going to, I like that fuse there just to be safe. So, if you can literally see the wire all the way across, I can get the argument for not adding in the extra resistance, but it's a hot motor. I don't know. I just like fusing it. That's just me personally.
Can you do a Toyota 2018
Zapco has a 6-channel, exactly.
4Runner? Yeah, as soon as we get it in the bay, it's not like we're gonna go and grab it. But yeah, as soon as we get one,
that's cool, Jake. Glad you're here. How often do you guys have a customer that wants a Pioneer 99? Is it capable as current line of top processors? No, it's nowhere near as capable as the current line of top processors. It's not even in the same league. It is a cool radio, there's no doubt about it, but it's a radio. There again, 8 channels of 31 bands of equalization as opposed to front and rear. You know, time alignment for, yeah, that's cool, but 8 channels of time alignment. And these are basic DSPs that have these features. So, I mean, no, it's not by any means going to be the... No, it's not.
All right. What under fuse holder do you recommend to put in a system very soon?
What underhood fuse holder? I like the waterproof style, the bigger kind that are, you know, the longer that you put the wire in.
Now Stinger actually make.
But the X-type aren't waterproof, so we'll always do the X-type in the back where they're going to be dry. But we always go with the waterproof fuse holders underneath the hood. Mm-hmm. They make the big 0 gauge, they make the big 4 gauge, or
no,
the
but I'm
smaller
saying
4 gauge.
like the Stinger now they make a waterproof fuse. It's like
Well, that's for marine. That's the marine thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those, but that's not pretty like you'd want underneath your hood. Those are for ATVs and boats.
This is waterproof. There's no water into it. Could Stinger fit and a full DSP inside in the Elevate? What?
Yes, could Stinger fit the full DSP inside the Elevate? Yeah, they could. Actually, one of the first iterations, gotta remember, the Elevate has been in the build for, it took them 3 years to get to market on that piece. One of the iterations of that piece was that it had Wi-Fi built into it, and the Wi-Fi was capable of pairing up with the Phoenix Gold DSP. They were actually made to be that way so that the two of them could talk to one another, and you could actually just stream the controls for the DSP right into the radio. It was pretty cool. But they decided against it because, for one, you had to buy another $1,000 DSP, as well as the price that adding Wi-Fi to the radio would cost. Going forward, what you possibly may see is another option for something like that, but they've gone a different route. That's the easiest way to say that. I don't know, Johnny. I don't agree with you. I don't think the Infinity speakers are garbage.
They have different
I've heard
series.
some of them, and they're really pretty nice.
We put some.
Yeah, well, that we've been there and we've played with them and we've talked to them, and I liked them. I didn't have any, and I really like the idea that they have with their component set. So if you buy a component set 6 in the mid range and you want to turn it into a 3-way set, all you have to do is buy the mid range, and it turns all the 2-way sets into 3-way sets. You can go full active. It's pretty neat.
Oregon is in the house. Look at my voltage drop. In that old Disney movie.
Looking to minimize voltage drop. More batteries.
I think so. That was the name of the bull. Fernando?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Is there computer software for the DSR-1? I don't know. I've never even tried. I use the iPad, and I really like the iPad. That's one of the few DSPs where the iPad software doesn't suck. Most of the time it's terrible, but that one's actually really good.
All right. Jeff say Roadkill RKFR6 3 pieces foam speakers or the fast rings.
So I think that's just the model number for the fast ring. Jeez, Nathan, I get it.
For the fast rings.
Okay. Yeah, that's the model number for the fast rings. 3 pieces of foam or fast ring. Okay, so the Roadkill and the fast ring are exactly the same thing. Stinger buys those from the company Fast Rings and just labels them fast rings. When Fast Ring was by himself, he was looking to consolidate and not have to be like onesie-twosie shops. And then AMP came along and said, hey, we would like to buy your products and just sell them under the Roadkill brand. And he was like, oh, that would be wonderful. It'll make my life so much easier. So they actually buy and license the Fast Ring. So that's why they're called Fast Rings by Roadkill. Yeah. They don't own Fast Rings as a company. They just buy the Fast Rings and rebrand them. Thanks for what you do during time for me. Oh, soon enough for me. That's what I was getting my notifications for. Nathan we're going out to eat tonight.
Oh, really?
Yep, and I'll bring up the DSP issue and say, dude, why don't I have a DSP in my Elevate? And he'll be like, dude, the Elevate ain't my problem.
What's up, Evan? Baltimore.
Better sound with 6x9s. That is a wonderful question. I get what you're saying. I'm thinking the biggest argument is always 6.5, 6.5, 6.5s. And we had this conversation with Casey about Morel because they see very little traction on their 6x9. So much so that when he asked for a 6x9, he had to buy them all to sell them here in the United States. Because overseas, they apparently don't do so well. Which I countered with, well, yeah, but like Pioneer and Alpine both make 6x9s. And Kenwood just started making 6x9s. So over in Japan, apparently 6x9s are becoming a little bit more popular. I don't know. They might just be making them for the U.S. market as well. Now, Focal makes 6x9s. Everyone is making 6x9s. And yeah, getting that extra mid-bass, it's totally worth it. The problem that you run into is very few are making high-end 6x9s. Like, I feel the only high-end 6x9 is the Maximo. Or is it the Maximo or the Tempo? The Tempo and the X-Type. X-Type. R-Type also, but the X-Type
like Evan, that he just got the Utopia M's. That's amazing.
Or you could just go with some 8-inch Utopia M's and just drop the mic and walk out the door.
Exactly. Wow.
And
that's amazing, man.
So we got to hear the Utopia M's when we were in Dallas.
Yeah.
We got to A/B them between the current Utopia M and the previous 7. And then they also had the big tower speakers with the Utopia in there. That was $1 million set of speakers. Did you post any pictures of the $1 million speaker?
No.
So yeah, we got to listen to the $1 million set of Focal speakers.
Yeah. Nothing, bro. Just chilling.
That was different.
Just chilling.
But the Utopia M compared to its predecessor is a big difference. Holy crap. I mean, that was a night and day. The mid-range that they have in that is... it's just night and day. I mean, it wasn't like even a comparison. It was like, how are they even the same, like, brand? I mean, it's like total different sound signature. It was insane. That falls into that question, LC 4.900 work with Utopia? I mean, it would. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's plenty of power. But it kind of falls in that question when people ask, it's like... like K2s. They always ask, I can get the older K2s or the newer K2s. It's like the newer K2 has a different sound signature. They fixed some of the things that were wrong with it. Is it still a great speaker? Yeah, it's still a great speaker. The Utopia, I had that total opposite thought process there because I hated the way those old speakers sounded when they were demoing for us. It was almost like the biggest argument in the world to never want to buy anything but the Utopia amps. Because the old ones sounded terrible when you A-B'ing them against that speaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was like...
I mean, they don't sound terrible. They
sounded terrible to the new ones.
Well,
you're trying to be nice here. You were like, dude, those things suck compared to the new ones.
Well, okay.
Okay,
yeah,
now when you're taking
they don't
Utopia,
sound bad.
There again, I understand what you're saying. If you take a Utopia 7 and you play it against anything else, it's going to sound, it's going to destroy it. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like when you're comparing the two high-end speakers.
Right now, the Utopia amps are like amazing.
Compared to the I just it destroys its predecessor, something fierce. Yeah. I would almost feel bad to have on Tuesday sold someone a System 7, and then on Monday or on Wednesday the M's come in. I'd be like, I don't know what to do now because he needs the M's because those are the better speakers. I don't know, kind of weird. As soon as I heard them at Knowledge Fest, I was sold. Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. Do you prefer the foam fast rings over the new silicone ones? So we have the new silicone ones, and unfortunately, every time we go to do fast rings, I forget to have them grab those and try them out. I can tell you that some of the guys that we know that have used them really like the new silicone ones. So there again, I don't think it's a matter of like, oh my God, they're going to sound different. No, the purpose of the whole purpose of that is to force all that sound through the door panel. I don't care how you do it, just so you do it. I don't think it matters. If you give me a Kleenex and you give me a Puffs, I'm going to blow my nose with either one you give me, as long as I can blow my nose. So as long as I can blow all that sound in through that grill into the car, it's magical.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. Is it possible to get a subwoofer-like bass from door speakers? My car doesn't have a lot of boot space, but budgeted is no problem. Any inputs? Monster, yes, you can. You can get pretty close.
Yeah.
Ricardo over at Monster,
Mexico.
YouTube channel in Mexico, he did that with some 6.5s. What was he using? I mean, it just depends on how crazy you want to get with the door and how sealed up you want to make it. I mean, there's plenty of 6-inch woofers out there that if you take the time and really work hard, you could probably get some pretty decent bass out of. Plus, like we were talking about 6x9s early, dude, man, those Morels are insane.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're subwoofer bass, but dang, it's some serious bass, for sure. How do you know how big a fuse you need for a fuse holder? There's math. You just have to do math. As far as the mathematical equation off the top of my head, I don't know it. But Google that, and it's there. You'll be able to find it. It's, yeah. You know what? If I have time this weekend, I'll get you the mathematical equation. It's Ohm's law. You basically have to figure all that out. If I find that if I have time this weekend, I'll find the equation that you can use, and then we'll put that up here on Monday.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, just give a call.
I know. I need to call him. I just didn't get a chance. I have the paper over here. I just didn't get a chance to call you.
We were talking about him last week, remember? Well, not last week.
Were we?
Yeah, before we left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have it on my desk, but no, I just didn't get a chance to call you this week, so I'm gonna give you a call first part of next week. Dean, you're still going to run before you go to work? I run after work, so I don't get up early. By the time I go to bed and the time I wake up is a very short window, so I always run after work. All right, so.
All right,
win something, please.
We have to give away the last.
Yes, give it to. He asked. Give it to. You. Sometimes when you ask, right there, take a picture. Pull out your phone, take a picture.
Okay.
Dude, could you act a little faster, man?
It's okay, man. You still have 4 minutes.
No, he's gonna disappear here in a second.
He's not gonna disappear. Slow down.
Dude, hurry up, man. Dude. Come on, go faster. All right, yes. Ibrahim? See, look, as soon as you took a picture, it disappeared. You won. You asked, you won. So you're gonna get the last of the tag cams. You get the, not tag cam, why did I say tag cam? You get the last Rockford Fosgate little license plate, sound deadening, mobilization stickers, backpack, and a Moscone and Focal lanyard. Awesome. So that's it. That's fun. That's all the prize packs. There again, what you need to do is after the video, comment that you won, and we have the name here. If they match up, I'll send you an email address, and you can, there you go. So, yay. And don't worry, we have more giveaways planned coming soon. We had some more stuff, but we got to get rid of some of the stuff that's small off the top. But we have more little giveaways like this. These are kind of fun, so we enjoy doing them. So just follow along. We'll give some more stuff away. Fernando had a whole list of things. He's like, let's give. I was like, whoa, slow down, man. You know, I got to pay for this shipping first, so let's get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's give away everything.
Yeah, we got, trust me, we got more giveaways planned. Manufacturers are giving us cool little stuff like this to give away. Plus, we have the ARC box we need to give away. I need to get rid of the ARC box because it's taking up a lot of room, so I need to find a super ARC
CDs,
fan.
yeah, we have to give away the CDs.
Oh, still got the CDs. Ooh, still got 3 CDs.
Yeah.
Next week we'll give away a CD.
Correct.
And we'll figure out how the heck we're going to give away this ARC box. Maybe on Instagram. I think that should be an Instagram giveaway. Think? Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So if you guys won anything on this show and we told you won, make sure you comment. We're going to end this video. When we end it, make sure you comment and say you won. I'll have a list of names. I have a list of what you won. Life will be great.
If you don't comment, I mean, it's no way to contact you guys. So
yeah. So if you don't contact us, we can't contact you. So I'll just be like, bummer. Sorry, bro. And the gift will go to someone else. And with that, we're gonna wrap it up. It's been fun. We're both beat, if you can't tell. It's been a long week. Need to go get some sleep. Oh, Bobby! Before we forget, Bobby, our friend, these nuts in the house. He sent us 2 great gifts from Disney. One of my favorite places. And this is gotta get on Space Mountain. So I got the cool little. Yep. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. Imperial March. Ooh, little cool box. Thank you so much for that.
Go, man.
It's got a Stormtrooper on it. Love that.
I have it in my toolbox.
Don't worry, we'll have more stuff to give away. Hey, and next month we're going to Kicker, so can't wait to see. I'll steal some stuff from there. That's my plan anyways. We'll give some Kicker stuff away. If not, I'll just buy some Kicker stuff and I'll make them. Ah, yes, lots of fun. All right, so hello from Hawaii.
What's up?
So DNF Tool Drawer is a cool place. You can find all the cool shirts. Don't worry, we're gonna get those DNF Tool Drawer shirts up.
Yep.
So if you want to partake in either one of those, just hold out. I'll get those up for you. Hopefully.
See you, Jason.
Go
X-Men.
eat tacos. Maybe. No, we're going to Cody's. It's chicken and salad. Yeah. Podcast, not up. We haven't done them. We got them. I got it. They're coming. Don't worry. Once we get back in the regular swing of things, I'm thinking by September everything will be normal. I just can't wait. So, and then I'll leave for a couple days to go off to Kicker. So.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
All right. Well, remember, Uber, Lyft, don't do something stupid. They're cheap.
John.
Arrive alive. Get home safe so you can come back Monday and watch us on Facebook. And if you can't make the Facebook show, of course, there's always a rebroadcast. If you can't make that, you can catch it on 5 Minutes with 5 Star on Instagram, which we try to do almost every day. And if you miss that, you can do the rebroadcast, which usually is this new place is going to be Sunday because apparently we want 7 days of content because 6 ain't enough. Whatever.
Yes.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later next time.
Bye.